Good morning, friends. In the last lectures, we started problems related with the design above the springs. So that's why again we will continue some of the important problems that are small problems. So because of that, you can understand how the design above the springs means what is the mean above the design above the springs. So design above the springs means design above the wire diameters, design above the outer diameters means C, or mean diameters, design above the outer diameters, design above the inner diameters, that indicates if the D calculated, and how much is the number of the turns, what is the pitch above the coils, and how much is the free length above the springs. Means when free length above the springs means that is without loads. So that's why note down today's first problems. Design means these 5 parameters are important. Wire diameters, mean diameters, means that is important, and next is the third is the number of turns. So how much is the number of turns above the springs? So that is the number of active turns and number of the inactive turns, means NT equal to as per considerations above the K equal to 4C minus 1 divided by 4C minus 4 plus 0.615 divided by C, where C is spring index, and this is given. So that's why we will continue, and this is design about the spring problems. First, we will calculate K equal to, as per the given, 4C minus 1, 4C minus 4 plus 0.615 divided by C. K equal to 4 into C equal to 5 minus 1, 4 into 5 minus 4, 0.615 divided by, this is 5. So when K equal to, C equal to 5, this is 1.3131, because I am not wasting the times. So that's why by using formula tau equal to K into 8 PD divided by pi d cube, and this is the formula. And this tau equal to, this is given 420, K equal to 1.3131, 8 into maximum load is given 1000, and this is, so here you can consider this is C into pi d squares, or D is the wire diameters. Directly I will calculate, this is 1.3131 into 8 into 1000 multiplied by 5 divided by pi into 420. D is the wire diameters. Three one into 8 into 1000 multiplied by 5 divided by pi divided by 420, and this is under root. So this is D equal to 6.30. Suppose I will take this is D equal to 6.50, and this is the standard wire diameters. So that's why this is the wire diameters equal to 6.5 mm and mean diameters capital D equal to 5 into 6.5. So this is 32.5 mm, right? So what is next? Second parameters which is important is the, now by using deflections equations, 8p into d cube multiplied by n divided by gd raised to 4. So again we can consider this is 8p c cube into n divided by gd, and n is the number of turns, n equal to, this equation becomes deflections multiplied by g into d divided by 8 into p into c cube. That's why deflections equal to, now this maximum deflections is given for this problems, this is 25 mm. So that's why I put this is 25 mm deflections, g 84 into 10 to the power 3, this is for convergence kilonewtons because this is kilonewtons per mm squares. So for the convergence Newton per mm squares multiplied by 10 to the power 3. Wire diameters 6.5, 8, p equal to 1000 and this is 5 cube. N equal to 25 into 84 10 to the power 3 multiplied by 6.5 divided by 8 and divided by 1000 divided by 5 cube. So this is 13.65. So that's why we have to make round, and this is 14 number of turns. So that's why assume this is square and ground ends. So that's why nt equal to n plus 2. This is 14 plus 2 equal to 16. This is very important because solid length equal to, by using this formula you can calculate. And third bit is the solid length. Solid length equal to what is formula? Nt into d. 16 into 6.5. This is equal to 104 mm. That's why next, what is next? Fourth parameters is the free length of spring. So this is free length of the springs is nothing but the height above the springs. So by considering maximum deflections. So that's why free length equal to FL. This is solid length directly. I am writing here, this is 1.15 into delta max. So solid length 104 plus 1.15 into 25. This is 132.75 mm. This is free length without applications above the loads. So this is the length above the springs. So after applications above 1000 newtons loads, so this deflection is reduced by 25 mm, means that is equal to this is 104 plus 1.15. So last is the pitch of springs. So this is the distance between the two adjacent turns. and P chop of the springs equal to what is formula? P equal to free length divided by NT minus 1, and this is 132.75 divided by 16 minus 1, and this is also in mm's, and this is P chop of the springs. This is equal to, so what are the important dimensions? Important dimensions, D is the 6.5 and this is 32.5, number of active turns 14, number of the total turns 16, and solid length 104, free length equal to 132.75, and this is the P chop of the coils. So this is complete solutions of the this is springs. Now you can better understand how we can design the helical compression springs. So note down next problems. Design a closed coiled helical spring. So I am not wasting the times because we have less times, because most of the lectures completing your syllabus. Spring for a service load, ranging from 2250 newtons. So this is the loads, means this load is the minimum loads to 2750 newtons. So that much is the, and this much may be preloads. The axial deflections of the springs, the axial deflections of spring for the load range is 6 mm. So this for load range means, because 2750 this is maximum loads, and minus this is 250 means this is 500 newtons. So the deflection is equal to 6 mm. Assume spring index of 6. Sorry, this is 5 given. The permissible shear stress, shear stress intensity is 420 megapascals, and modulus of rigidity is G equal to 84 kilonewton per mm square. Neglect the effect of stress concentration. Stress concentrations means we have to neglect the effect, means K equal to stress concentration and this is our problems. So in these problems neglect stress concentrations. So that's why I will consider here basic equations. Otherwise, directly I will consider or you can use solutions by using formula that is only considerations of the torsional shear stress, right? So here's tau divided by r is equal to, this is basic equations, polar moment of inertia, right? This is basic equations. 420 d means r equal to d by 2, the torque equal to, and this is maximum loads given 2750 multiplied by d by 2. This is torque, and this is pi by 32 d raised to 4. So that's why this 2, 2 and this is 8 and this is will get cancelled. So what is remaining? 420 2750 multiplied by 8 divided by pi d squares. This is correct. This formula for tau equal to 8 PD. Only 4 terms. This is because torque equal to multiplied by. So that's why, yes, and this is 16. And this much is the only change because torque equal to, basic formula, torque equal to load multiplied by distance. Sorry, this is R, tau equal to, this is correct because this is R requires. So this is 18, right? So what it may be? First we will calculate D equal to 2750 multiplied by 8 divided by pi into 420. Anything is missing? Sorry, this is capital R because deflections are, so this is D by 2. So that's why here is multiplied by, because D by 2 equal to here C you can consider this is C multiplied by 5, then we will see 2750 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 5 divided by pi 2750 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 5 divided by pi and divided by 420. Right, this is correct. This is D equal to 9.13 mm because this is R or T equal to P into D by 2, and because this is the torque acting. So that's why D equal to, we can put, means D by 2 equal to C equal to capital D divided by small d, D equal to C into D. So that's why I multiplied by here C. Next, capital D is the mean diameters, and that is equal to, so wire diameters equal to, I increase, this is standard diameters, this is equal to 10 mm, and capital D equal to 5 into 10, this is equal to 50 mm. So it is next, and this is second, this is mean diameters. Third bit, by using deflections equations, 8pc cube into n divided by gd raised to 4, right? So that's why n equal to deflections into gd raised to 4 divided by 8pc cube. Now P equal to what? Because this deflections is given 6 mm, but for range, so that's why load during a range P equal to 2750 minus 2250, and this is equal to 500 newtons. So that's why N equal to, now this deflections is for 500 newtons, this is given 6 mm, 6 into 84 into 1000 d raised to 4 c cube, means no necessary to consider because we consider this is c cube. So that's why this is N GD, D equal to 10, 8, P equal to 500 and C equal to 5 cube. So these are the number of active turns. 6 into 84 multiplied by 1000 multiplied by 10 divided by 8 divided by 500 divided by 5 cube, means 125. So this is equal to 10.08. So 10.08 means this is the digit. So that's why this is 11. And number of the total turns 11 plus 2, this is equal to 30s. Now you are familiar why this is NT equal to 30s. So next, fifth step is the free length. So free length equal to, what is formula? NT into D plus 1.15 into delta max. Now we require this delta max because this for 500 newtons, this is 6 mm. So 2750 newtons load equal to how much? So that's why this is delta max equal to 2750 divided by 500 multiplied by 6. Try to understand why this is, because this is the maximum load and this is the maximum deflections. Because we have to design the springs according to the maximum deflections, and this 6 mm is the deflections corresponding to 500 newtons loads. So that's why 2750 divided by 500 multiplied by 6, maximum deflections equal to 33 mm. So when the no loads, because this 2250 is the preload acting on the springs, so that may be seat means already, and after that the 6 mm is the deflections. So this is very important. Try to understand why this is we are considering 33, NT equal to 13, D 10, 1.15 multiplied by 33. This is 130 plus 37.95 means this is 167.95 or approximately 168 ms. This is the free length. So no necessary to round off this, because this is what will maybe this is the actual free length above the spring. So but this is theoretical. And last bit is the pitch of spring. So what is formula for pitch up of the springs? Equal to free length divided by NT minus 1, and this is 168 divided by 13 minus 1, 168 divided by 12, and this is equal to, so pitch up of the springs, this is equal to, so these are the required dimensions. So make this is a round, try to miss yes, right, and this is the number of the active turns by assuming square ground ends, and this is the total number of the turns, and this is D is the mean diameters or average diameters above the mean, this is the mean diameters, and D is the wire diameters, right? Because due to the limitations of the times, I am not writing what is the mean above the D. This is the wire diameters, capital D is the mean diameters above the springs, N is the number of the active turns, NT is the total number of the turns, FL is the free length above the springs, and this is the free length above the springs means this is the without loads, and pitch up of the coils equal to, this is 14 ms. So I solve correctly problems. Next problems. This is today's last problems. A safety valve of 60 mm diameter. This is diameters given, means wall diameters, is to blow off, means pressure may be given at a pressures of 1.2 newtons, means we have to calculate what is the load actings, Newton per mm squares. It is held on, it's a seat by a closed coil helical spring. The maximum lift, and this is the maximum lift up of the wall, and this is given is 10 mm. Design a suitable compression spring. Design a suitable compression spring of spring index 5. Again this is given 5, providing this is initial compression is given, providing initial compression of 35 mm. So according to the pressures we can calculate the load acting so for deflections above the 10 mm, but this is the initial compressions above the springs. So this is means by using this you can calculate it similar to this is the 500 newtons loads. So that is the loads, but this preloads that is not given, so we have to calculate that preloads also. 35 mm, the shear stress is limited to 500 megapascal. Take G equal to 80 kilonewton per mm squares. This is given. So first we will calculate by using basic formula pressures equal to load divided by sheet area, because this is wall diameters, inside diameters is given. Suppose this is wall and this is spring. The spring is preloaded. Spring is preloaded and this is here is from pressures actings and here may be blow up walls. So this is pressures and this diameter is given 60 mm. Capital D equal to 60 mm. Try to understand this. This is sheet and this is, so this is the maximum lift. This deflections is given, liftings for this deflections is given, and this is equal to 10 mm. But what is the initial compressions? That is 35 mm. So that's why total delta max equal to 10 mm plus 35, this is 45 mm. Try to understand this. Total 45 mm. So what is pressures equal to? Pressures equal to load divided by, this is the now wall sheet area, means this is pi by 4 into d squares. Load equal to, and this is 1.2 into pi by 4 and this is 60 squares. So this is the actually this loads requires for 10 mm. 60 square multiplied by pi multiplied by 1.2 divided by 4. This is equal to 3392.9, means suppose this is 3393 newtons. So because of these loads, due to 3393 newtons load, deflections of spring 10 mm. So that's why for this we can write for 10 mm deflections 3393 deflections. So that's why for 45 mm equal to how much? This is the load, and for this is deflections you can write, and this is maximum deflections equal to how much is the loads. So this maximum load equal to three 93 multiplied by 45 divided by 10. So this is the maximum load actings. 3393 multiplied by 45 divided by 10. This is equal to 15,268 Newton. P max equal to Now design process starts. First bit, design of wire diameter, first bit. So what is formula? Tau equal to K 8 PC cube divided by, or this 8 PC divided by pi d square. I will check this formula because I confuse, but this is right, I think, because in the last pulse we modified that formula. Right. So K equal to 5, K equal to 1.3131 because spring index equal to 5. So that's why directly I am taking this K equal to 1.31 since C equal to 5, and this is tau equal to, this is 500 given, 500s this maximum, because this is as per the considerations of the shear stress, means this load is the maximum load is to be considered. If we are taking this is 3393, means that is wrong, because according to the maximum loads, design above the springs. So that's why this is very important, otherwise your problem may be wrong. 268 multiplied by C equal to 5. Some of the student may be considered this is the load, but corresponding this loads means that is the only for the lifting up of the walls, and for the initial compression how much is the load applied, that is you are neglecting, but this is the total loads, and this is the combinations about the load, means for the lift up of the walls and preloads. That's why pi d squares d equal to 13131 into 8 into 15268 multiplied by 5 divided by pi divided by 500s. D is the wire diameters. Multiplied by 5 multiplied by 8, 1.3131 divided by pi and divided by 500s, and this is under root. Now this diameter is equal to 22.59 mm. Suppose this is, I increased standard diameters, wire diameters equal to 25. So that's why capital D equal to 5 into 25, this is 125 mm. Right? So first terms over number of turns. So that's why deflections equal to 8pc cube into n divided by GD. Now you can consider, yes, any loads. If we are taking this is 3393, so that times this 10 mm is the deflections. You can take this is 10 mm into 8 into 3393 into 5 cube multiplied by n's divided by this is 80 into 1000 multiplied by D equal to 25, or purposefully I am explaining this is 45, this is 8 into, instead of the 339, this is 15268 5 cube into n divided by 80 into 1000. You can take any equations, means any formula. If this is 10, this is 3393, this is 45, that times this is the loads. Now n equal to, now you can use these relations or these relations, you will get same number of the terms. N equal to, suppose I am taking these values 45 into 80 into 1000 and divided by 25 8. You can consider any equation, number of the turns equal to 45 multiplied by 80 multiplied by 1000 multiplied by 25 divided by 8 divided by 15,268 divided by 5 cube. So this is equal to number of the active turns equal to 5.89. So this is 6 number of the active turns. So that's why total number of the turns equal to 6 plus 2. By assuming this is square and ground ends, this is equal to 8. So third bit is the free length. Free length equal to nt into d plus 1.15 delta max. This is 8 into 25 plus 1.15, and this maximum deflection is equal to 45. Don't consider here 10 mm because this is correct. This is 20 means 200s, and 45 multiplied by 1.15, this is equal to 51.75. So that's why this is 251.75 mm. This is the free length of the springs without loads. Last bit, pitch of springs equal to free length divided by nt minus 1. This is 251.75. Directly I am writing, purposefully I am writing because you can understand why this is directly taken. This is instead of the 7. Purposefully I am taking this. I can write here 8 minus 1, but directly I am writing this is 7. Because such type of the small things is very important for increasing your attentions in the to solve the problems. 35.96 mm. So this is your required pitch. Now I think you understand problems related with the design of the springs. Again I will engage 1-2 lectures that is the based on the design of the springs. So after that we will see design of the leaf springs. Thank you.